Hi there, Madeline from JetsDev. We are going to do a Windows 11 Pro installation using local account, not Microsoft account, with the latest 24H2 or how it is named, the latest Windows. And once it is installed, if you have the patience to watch it in full, we are going to do a little bit of tweaks at the end, install some apps which Microsoft in European Union was supposed to nicely ask at when the installation is finished about them. So let's start. I'm going to start the VM incus console win demo of type VEA. Okay, so I missed the boot, so I need to be faster next time. Okay, let's do a reboot. Let's do, okay. Now, Windows setup is starting. Okay, I'm going to leave like defaults. I'm not going to bother that on many. You should tweak it as you need. I want to install Windows 11. Yes, I agree with everything will be deleted, including yes, I agree. I don't have yet a product key, so this is something that can be discussed in a different video. I don't have a product key. Yeah, I don't have a product key. If you had a product key, it would auto-select the Windows version that you have. And I'm going to install Windows 11 Pro. I'm going to see in another video for Windows Pro for workstations. I don't know exactly today the difference. Okay, last update April 2024. License agreement, blah blah. Okay, please wait. It is pretty damn slow for what it should do, but I given it 8 cores and 16 gigabytes of DDR5. Okay, so just install it there. I don't care about anything else. Install, keep nothing, yes, install. Okay, so now it tells us that it's going to complete in these percentages, like it's doing. Like Windows will restart several times. This might take a while. This is the most confusing part for me in installing Windows. I'm getting from 0 to 100%, not one time, but I think like 3 or 4 times. So let's see how it goes. I will try to edit this video and make it faster for you. And I have to say, I use Arch, by the way. I'm just joking, but I'm using it. It does really take, well, when you're installing Linux as well, it does take some time copying the files. If you're installing it from a very big DVD, or if it's from the network, depending on your network, it's going to take a while to download the packages and 1 or 2 minutes to unpack them. But the difference between a Windows installation and a Linux installation is that you see only once 0 to 100%, and not, as you're going to see, multiple times. Too many times. Okay, but our goal is get it installed and avoid the Microsoft account. That's the first task. Second, install a proper browser and avoid even opening Microsoft Edge. Still takes a lot of time. Okay, really fast. Switch to it, make it full screen. Piano Core, this is my TPM device. It is software, yeah. Because we have it there to install Windows. So you see, again from 0%. But it's just told me, you know, if you're going to go back a little bit in the video, it was already installing from 0 to 100%. And now it is again installing from 0 to 100%. Please keep your computer on. Your computer may restart a few times, but I'm keeping it on. You're restarting it. I mean, not you. Microsoft is. Doesn't matter. Patience. I made a long Americano style coffee to go through the process of installation. You can check out other videos of installing Debian with different desktop environments, installing Arch Linux, and you will see how fast you go through the process of getting a decent working machine. $42, I like that number. I don't know why. Just to move. I don't want a screensaver to go in. Okay, I think 42% is a very important step in the in the second step of the installation of Windows 11. Yes, it's very important. Now it went fast. So I guess that it had that a piece of code which ended into a for loop of like, or a while loop until something. Okay, it's going to reboot again. Be ready. I have just to jump back in the virtual console. Okay. So this is the FUD. So it continues on the second step. Okay. Now, just a moment. Okay. The moment it passed already. For me, I don't know. I was educated at the moment. It's like 2 seconds. Now this rotating thing became a little bit more familiar from past generations of Windows. We see the more simplified logo. Okay, what country are you? I'm in Spain. I'm in Spain, and I hope that it's going to respect the European Union's laws for what it is first. Yes, of course I've got a standard keyboard, international keyboard, but I have to use US because Microsoft doesn't know how to do properly the layout. Okay, checking for updates. Of course, so now it's checking for updates. I will try another installation without network. I'm very curious if it's going to allow to install Windows without network. But the goal of this one is to go through the whole process as you have network connection and using a local account. So name your device. If you're going to introduce a name for your device at this moment, it's going to reboot. So I'm not going to name it. It's going to give it a random name. So read carefully. Setup for personal use. Use a personal Microsoft account to get set up and have full control over this device. Does that means that if I'm not with a Microsoft account, I'm not getting control over my device? What? Microsoft is going to control my sound card and it's going to put music whatever they want. No, it's a stupid sentence. Okay, set up for work or school. Get access to your organization resource like email, network, blah, blah. Your organization will have full control over this device. Oh, I'm afraid. So first, let's try this. Let's see if we can go back after. Next. There was a button there to go back, but it disappeared. Oh my god, I should have not done that. So to get the local account, you select as an organization, and because it doesn't discover a domain, you're just simply going to put a user and a password, and then you switch to this screen back. Now, Windows Update is in progress. This takes most of the time. It's the longest process, and I don't understand. It installed Windows. I was supposed to get an account, and now it goes through the process of downloading Windows again and redeploying it. This is madness. This is insane. No, this is and it takes time. Be very patient. I mean, you can fast forward, or you have time to go and make a coffee, and it should be maybe at the middle. Windows Update is in progress. This could take, it even tells you, this could take a while. Based on the time that it takes to download, the full ISO for Windows installation, it took less time than it takes the step of downloading. It's not the first time that I am doing the process. I did the process before to make sure that I can do a video about it, and oh, this is faster than the previous time. Oh wow. Maybe it's downloading something from my other computer. Okay. But also, when it reaches some percentage, it just stalls and stalls and stalls. I mean, brain damage. Yeah. Now, you have the process of downloading and then the process of installing. Do you guess what it is the first step? Because they have 3 equal lines. It's the process to reboot. This, from the perspective of an UI, it should have been 2 lines, meaning this downloading, installing, and then just inform me I'm going to reboot with a counter. But no, they did a line. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, installing. Who designed this, like, I don't know, like flower from fake paper or something? Just makes me think of a lot of noise. Okay. Please keep your PC on and plugged. I should think and buy a UPS because I'm using a desktop. I had one many years ago. The battery is dead. One thing that I don't like, the laptops as well, battery dies at some point. Okay. 24, the reverse of 42. And now it's going to stay a long time on 24. No. Okay, 25. Come on. literally when you are a person used to work with Linux for 20, 20 years, let's say, more than 20 years. This process, this very slow process of installing makes me think like maybe Windows is like Gen to Linux today, and maybe it's bringing the source code and it's compiling for your computer. And because I can't find any justification why today an installer of like 5 GB, when we have NVMe's that have speed over 10 GB, it takes so long to install. I mean, first I think it created kind of like a secondary install directory somewhere on the disk. This is why it's making so many partitions, and it puts something there because also you've got that full reinstall in case that your Windows breaks. You still have kind of like a recovery where you have that option to fully reinstall it somehow and preserve your files. So this makes me think that on the first step, it copied Windows setup, and then because it should tell you I'm copying the installer kit on your hard drive, and then on the step 2 it should tell you like now I'm installing Windows. Okay, and that makes a justification of what we passed until now, and now we are on the third step, which is made from 3 steps, actually 2 steps and a reboot. It re-downloads again Windows and it installs it again. So is it Microsoft paying for overusing my hard drive, which has a limit of life depending on how much writes are happening to it? Because this is not nice, I mean, you take a drive and you see like, okay, it has an expectation of, I don't know, 20 terabytes of disk writes. Maybe way more on an expensive one. And you see that only the installation of Windows, of how many times it rewrites and does the updates, you discover that in 1 year, only for Windows itself, it used 1 terabyte. Even if your drive is of like half a terabyte, but rewriting and rewriting and rewriting and rewriting, it leads to this, to terminate the lifetime that the manufacturer says about this is how much they say that it should work. Well, I have hard drives in production on servers that passed twice that limit, which means that that's only a theoretical limit. But you should expect that from the moment that it passed that limit, you should expect that the drive will get problems. Okay, now let's focus back on our Windows thing. It's getting close. It's getting close. About that. Okay, getting close. Can you get more closer than that? Well, as usual on Windows, the moment that it gets almost at the end, it gets that brain freeze. Preparing to, you see, the last step, I mean, and instead of having the classic button reboot now, Get ready. And it doesn't reboot. Just a moment. I forgot. I forgot something. Please, I forgot something. I'm going to do it now. So probably now it is flushing the data from the large amount of RAM that cached stuff, and I'll do the synchronization to the disk. I forgot about that. For many years, while doing like web development, one of the most common required feature for a lot of stuff, it was like when you're loading through Ajax something from the server side, please make kind of like a progress bar. So Microsoft, if you hear me, a progress bar for absolutely everything which makes you wait. I think you should have a lot of professional developers that are able to do that for every baby step. Okay, so now I expect that Windows is done. No, it's not done. Okay, another percentage. If it's going to reboot now, it's like simply like it's a joke. 97. 98 was the first year that, yes, 98, it was 1998 was the first year with Linux for me. Okay. Okay. So unlock your Microsoft experience, sign in. This is what I wanted you to avoid. I can't. I don't want to. I don't. I want something else. Okay, so Shift F12 or Shift F10. Yes. And we have to do this like Windows 11 skip okay, so we have to write something here with OOBE. Wait. OOBE. Bypass NRO. Bypass NRO. Bam! Wow! Magic. Just a moment. I just took that from windowscentral.com. Not hiding anything. Okay. It kind of like restarted the process. Yeah, it's asking me again about the country. Okay, I'm in Spain. What's your keyboard? Do you want to add? No. I have a secondary keyboard, but it's still US. Checking for updates. I don't remember right. This was the step where... Okay, name your device. Oh, it fully restarted this process. Okay, skip for now. This spinner is like making me dizzy. It would be really nice, a progress bar. Every time, a progress bar. Okay, so what do? You do setup for work or school. Yeah, I should have done this from the previous step. Setup for work or school. Next. And and it tells you to sign in as, no, I don't want this. You don't want to install to sign in as Microsoft. You're going to say sign in options, and you're going to say domain join instead. And this is very important. You must be on a very clean network. If you're on a network that you don't trust it, have the most basic router in front, where you connect the router to the network and you connect behind the router. So you're going to be on a clean network that doesn't have any server with Active Directory. So now Windows just didn't find any possible domain, and I just have to put my name, or even better, use an online account. No! Enter a password. Put a security question. Well, I'm just going to put something here. Second, these are random. Don't. It's just in the interest of the video. Childhood nickname. Okay. I don't want anything of this. No. I want a button where I want to reject everything, but no. Still, if you selected this, they are still going to send data, which is it's against European Union's regulations. If I opt out, it must be total opt out. It's not like full telemetry or partial telemetry. No, they should have at least 3 buttons in that case, where it should be like full, partial, like critical for them to fix bugs and security issues, and no, I don't want to. There are many other ways to block that. You can use Windows in a VM, and you can block its access to those endpoints if somebody manages to keep up with the endpoints. Or if you're using a real device, Windows, block them from the router. If your router doesn't support that, switch your router to a proper one. If your internet service provider wants to support you with an alternative router, change the internet service provider. This should be mandatory. If the internet service provider doesn't allow you to use another router, you should change the internet provider. Okay, so we've got Windows installed. It is there. Now you've got all the junk installed, of course. So what I'm going to do is open terminal, and I'm going to install some stuff very, very fast, right? So we've got Windows. Now it comes the next boring parts. I want a proper web browser. So WINGET search, and I want, you can pick up Firefox, Brave, Vivaldi, Google Chrome. So I want Vivaldi. Okay. Yes, I accept. This is the first time that you see this. And okay, so I can install Vivaldi either from Microsoft Store or either the official installer from Vivaldi. I'm going to go with the official installer. Okay, so Vivaldi will get an install. It's very interesting. From the official Microsoft Store, it doesn't even know what version it is. I think they've got a bug. So don't trust the Microsoft Store. It's buggy. Okay, it installs. It installed. So if I click start, all, go down, you see I've got Vivaldi. Okay. If you installed Firefox, you should have Firefox. Okay, let's go. Block all the trackers and ads. skip Microsoft Edge. I don't care. Okay. I'll just use the default theme, and I'll use the bottom setup as I prefer it that way. Okay, so we've got a browser. We can use a proper search engine. Okay, good. And also, I'm going to tell it to use a proper search engine. Search. Of course, not Bing. I mean, come on. And okay, let's accept. Good. Now you can install with WINGET anything else you want. Can I uninstall this directly? I don't know. WINGET list, I think it tells you what in applications you have installed. So you can either go to settings and visually go settings and applications and installed applications, and you're going to see a small list of them. When you're here, you're going to see much more than that. These are the full extra things installed. So you can just take the ID, right click on it, and just uninstall, right? WINGET, remove, I think, yeah, if I remember right, yeah, remove. You see, bam, it uninstalled. I don't want Microsoft OneDrive. But there are many things here that must be uninstalled, like, oh, it didn't want it. You see, that's already exposing that Microsoft will block you uninstalling things that they send more data to them. Okay. Let's see what else. So you can take them one by one until you could remove everything that's it's offending. Like, look, Copilot. OneDrive, probably Windows web experience and stuff like this. It's okay. So Copilot disappeared, right? And what else? Outlook for, yes, this is the new Outlook. It's not bad. I like the previous mail and calendar. That one was really nice. This one, Outlook, is nah. So you can just delete more and more stuff. This dev, it's totally useless. The only thing that a developer needs on Windows is to install WSL2, and if you want, and you're going to be able to develop anything you want. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So basically with WINGET, oh, it didn't find it. Look. Copy again. That's very interesting. Oh, it did uninstall it, but that was fun. So you can uninstall almost anything. Microsoft Teams, and it's very fast compared to installing them uninstalling them from the graphics. So I want to uninstall different things like this. So of course, like this is awkward. It gives me an ID and it tells me that it can't find that, but you see the ID has a space, which something is broken, so they got a bug there. The ID cannot contain a space, but I assume that if I'm going to uninstall Edge, it's going to uninstall everything. Okay, you see, uninstall failed. You cannot uninstall, but European Union gave them a huge fine against this. So just clean up your Windows keep only minimal and you should be fine. So this was the installation of Windows, and we ended up using a local account, which gives me full control. Gives me full control. It's not, you cannot take the lie from Microsoft that you're not going to be in full control. Oh, but actually, it's still Microsoft is in control of your PC. Don't worry, it is still. Anything else from here? Privacy, Windows Update. Okay, there are lots of updates here. System, what are you going to tell me? Installing, of course it's not activated. Okay. So this should be it. You've got a simple Windows installed with local account. Okay. That's it, folks. Have a nice day. Shutting down. It still takes a lot of time. Thank you, and bye-bye.